guy with a mask. We spoke to a guy with a plan. I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rain.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Second and 8.
Here's Wilson. Catch made here by Campbell. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Touch 50, touch 50. 58, boys, 58, 58 to Mike. Coming. 58 to Mike, 58, 58 to Mike. Let's get the ball.
On second and 11 now. Wilson, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field, but at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 95, 95. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
Now Wilson on first down. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 20-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To throw is Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. For the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
He was
well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now back to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. 2nd and 13. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Third down and 11.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Just like that. Just like that. 56 to Mark. 56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Campbell making the catch. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent and could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Packers 3, Raiders nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 0. Spot that. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm going to come back to you.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Wilson's
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
56. Right there. 56. Hey, alert. Mike's 56. Yeah, QB's trash. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. The drive keeps moving.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
56 at the mic. Come on, let's go. 56 to mic. 4 down. 56. Come on, boy. Come on. Check. You got to be ready. Don't be scared.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking deep downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row? You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. All right, T. All right, T. Mike 56. Mike 56. 12. I smell fear in that offense. 56. Mike 56. Right there.
Throwing again. Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Too quick. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, pick your game up.
On third down, Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Yard line.
It's gonna take you. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm gonna pull out one for the safe boy till there's nothing left. I'm gonna run to the bread until we all got them nothing.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey. No pass. Rush in. Check 99. Wide. Get wide.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Wilson looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is brought in at the 21. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First down and drop to throw. And that would complete to Stephon Sullivan. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And Delpit on the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. by Dobbins. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
19-yard line.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
36 foul. 58 for mine. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
There's Wilson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Complete.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. 54, right there, 54 Mike. I'm trying to collect.
From the gun, Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Mike 58, right there. 36 power.
Now Wilson. They set up the screen to Chubb. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll give it to Chubb, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
No gain on the
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. And this time he is in. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
That's the score. Packers 17. Raiders 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They run. Chubb. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This is intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And this one incomplete. too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He's going to air one out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Raiders.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw here. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 52 yards. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. The try here for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Packers 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
On the carry.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And 5 at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Harris Campbell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Packers 24, Raiders 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Dobbins. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Brings up 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Looking for Campbell downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
By the Raiders.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Dobbins. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. He's back to throw, and that will be incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Pressure kick, and I thought he was going to hit it. I thought we were destined for overtime, but not the case.
Not at all. And they were already planning for the overtime you just mentioned, already saying, okay, what are we going to do if we get the ball? What happens on defense? Instead of that celebration and that little bit of euphoria, it turned into letdown city.
Tanner Muse there defensively. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Packers, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a home date next week